have no idea what that means. Sounds good. All right, here we go. Welcome, everyone, to the golf game. I'm going to explain to you guys the rules. The board might look a little familiar. It is based on a classic for those kids that would stay after school, some caroms. We have created this golf game as a new introduction this year for the main event. The robots need to be programmed autonomously. As you notice, there are no wheels because the focus is actually on a putter design. Students can 3D print, use materials outside of the Vex or Spike EV3 library, and create their own style putters as long as they have something that can putt the puck that was provided to you with your teams. They are good to go for this game. Now, there is a flat side to the puck and there's a curved side to the puck. For smoother movement, you want to make sure that your puck is on the flat side. On the mat, you will notice that there are numbers. The numbers represent the hole that you are putting to. So, to begin this game, the robot, first of all, builds cannot be any larger than the green box at the first hole. So this green box is kind of what determines the size of your robot for this event and this competition. The green line and the circle represent where the robot can be placed. As long as any part of the robot is touching the green line or the circle, you have the ability to place it however you want. Teach your students, coaches, placement is key in this game. If your programming is perfect, but your placement is not memorized or is off, your game will not be run successfully. When a student begins the round, they place their robot how they want it placed, they get their code ready, and the puck gets hit and moves across the mat, ideally landing them in the hole, the green patch. So for this game, you want to land within the green. If you land halfway in, you are looking at 5 points. If you land all the way in the green, you are looking at 10 points. Now, if you land on the black, and this is up to the judges, that is considered 0 points. The robot has to be in at least touching the green.
That slider, that puck needs to be in that green. Now, let me ask you something, John. How many holes are on this event?
There are 9 holes.
And how many shots?
12 shots available. So basically it's a countdown. Every attempt made is minus 1 shot. Students get a total of 12 shots to take. Now, let's say I missed that first shot and I hit it and I land halfway. Students then have the option to reattempt the same hole. They can say, oh, I want to try to go again for 1. But if a student decides to move on, which they are also allowed to do, they can say, oh, I want to move on to hole 2. If they move on, they cannot move back. They can just stay where they're at or continue to move forward. Now, some students might stay all on 1 until they get it, or some students might move forward throughout the game. Every circle represents where your puck is placed. This is another part where I wanted students to focus on placement because it allows them to kind of have an idea of where they want to place that puck to go to the next hole. So if students get their double placement down, they have a greater chance. Now, there are a few obstacles here. You might have noticed the lose 2 shots, lakes and the rivers. If a puck is to land in the river, it automatically loses 2 shots. Same as if it lands in any of the lakes. And if it lands in the sand pit, you lose 1 shot, which is clearly stated on the mat. What it means by lose a shot, it gets deducted from the amount of shots, the 12 shots that they get to take. They get those amounts taken off as if they were already shots made. That pretty much sums up our golf game. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys there with Oscar and myself at the golf game. It is all available to all 3 robots. EV3, Vex, and Spike are allowed to be playing this game. The only thing is, as you notice, there are no wheels. It is not a driven-based game as much as it is autonomous and placement-based. So this is really to highlight the focus of kids focusing on placement as it is used throughout all the other games. All right, guys. Till next time.
4!
No idea what he meant by that.